Rodrigo de la Rosa, who goes by Rod, was a small child when he came to Arizona from Mexico.
You were 5?
Yeah, 5.
3 years ago, he married Ashley de Alba, and they have a little girl on the way. It's the picture of a happy American life, except that more than 20 years after coming to the U.S., Rod is still undocumented. He works painting houses, but aspires to be a sports photographer.
Does not having papers get in the way of that?
It does. It just cuts a lot of opportunities. Like, you can't get a regular job.
Keep families together.
But starting today, a major new Biden administration program known as Parole in Place will make it much easier for Rod to apply for a green card and then citizenship. Until now, he would have had to leave the country to apply and risk separating from his family for years. Now he can apply from here.
How could this potentially change your lives?
In so many ways. We would be able to actually do the things that we want to do. We want to both be homeowners. I don't want everything to just be on my name. I want him to have the same opportunities that I have.
To qualify, applicants need to be married to a U.S. citizen, pass a criminal background check, and have lived in the U.S. for at least 10 years. The White House estimating that 500,000 undocumented spouses of U.S. citizens are eligible. Republicans, including former President Donald Trump, slamming the executive action as mass amnesty.
Now he's granting illegal amnesty? I mean, this guy is totally out of control. It's completely lawless.
In the last election, Joe Biden won Arizona by about 10,000 votes. The number of families who are expected to qualify for parole in place here in Arizona, it's more than that. It's about 15,000. So in a state like this program could actually sway the election.
Ashley is one of those swing voters.
So my mom saved this for our daughter.
Did you vote in 2020?
Yes.
Who did you vote for?
I voted for Trump.
With Biden off the ticket and her family set to benefit from a Democratic policy, now she's undecided.
Is it fair to say you're considering voting for the Democrats now?
Yeah, I'm considering it. I want to see how permanent this is. Like, is this just a ploy for votes, or is this something that they're really taking serious?
The program will likely be challenged in court, and if Trump wins, it could be scrapped altogether. But if Rod does get his papers,
this is when she was a little bean.
He and Ashley will be starting a new chapter in more ways than one. David Noriega, NBC News, Phoenix.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.